I'm gonna make mention of something that has, it's been weighing on my mind, you know, for a few days now, and I was kind of, iffy on whether I should say it or not say it, because it feels like if I say it, it's gonna come off as kind of plagiarist or verbatim when it comes to some of the other, atheists and articles I've been reading, etc., etc. But the reason I decided to eventually say it is because in the last few days as well, out of considering everything and considering what I've read and who I've been listening to, it's just made itself very, very clear. Almost clearer to me as well. It's something that has been playing on my mind for a very long time, for years now, and I've never actually felt like saying it, just for the reasons I just mentioned. But and even due to past events, in the last few weeks and ongoing events, and events to come, I just really want to say it because I have to get it out of my head. But when it comes to Islam, there's a regressive left that denies the existence of radical Islam, or extremist Islam, or even fundamentalist Islam, or maybe even conservative Islam. There's a regressive left that flat out denies it. To them, Islam is a religion of moderatism. It is. I'd go as far as to say a religion of peace. There's but mainly they just flat out deny that radical Islam or extremist Islam exists. I don't know if that's because of political affiliations, maybe with Saudi Arabia and their Wahhabism or Salafism. So I'm a bit blurry on that one. I don't know if that's completely why, but they just flat out deny that it exists. Moderate Islam, or moderate adherents to the Islamic faith, don't know what extremism is. They don't deny it. They don't. It's a subtle difference, right? But they don't deny it. They don't say it doesn't exist, but they don't know what it is. Like they're very confused. All they know is it's not Islam. But so they don't know what radical Islam is, extremist Islam, fundamentalist Islam. They don't know what it is, and I stand by my my opinion that that moderate religion in general, and not just Islam, but moderate religion in general, is intellectually confused. They put this metaphorical wedge between extremism and moderatism, without seeing that there's moderatism only exists in opposition, not opposition so much. Wait, scratch that. Don't say opposition, because it's actually a spectrum. But they drive this metaphorical wedge between extremism and moderatism. There's a like I've said this before, there's a blind spot. It doesn't strike them. So thus the whole banner that they parade under, this is not Islam or that is not Islam. So they have no, they don't see it. They don't get it. And then the right wing, or conservatives, who are mostly right wing Christians, flat out thinks all Islam is extremist Islam, or all Islam is fundamentalist Islam. That's what the conservative right usually thinks, that all Islam is extremist and fundamentalist Islam. So overall, people are very confused as to what it is we're dealing with. And there are people out there who have very well researched and heavy-handed and intellectually rigorous understandings and things to say about extremist Islam and religion in general, but there's a real blinder on most people's eyes when it comes to extremist Islam or extremist anything. And it's sometimes it feels like it's hiding in plain sight. But anyway, that's my video. I don't want to go on about it any more than I have, but really that's what it is. And I also want to say, sometimes Sam Harris says some things that are very, very too on point. In fact, kind of divisively so, but not on purpose. But his calm demeanor tends to betray the validity of the point. But it's true. A lot of people are just very confused as to where, and he's not the only one who said this, but but a lot of people are just very confused as to what they're dealing with, and sometimes that confusion is almost kind of a willful kind of self-confusion, almost like they don't want to have to deal with it kind of thing. But yeah, that's my video. Okay, bye.